Hello guys, this is DK World, and today I will be covering my Sandevistan Assassin build, aka the Sandevistan Stealth build. Yes, we will be using the Sandy for stealth. Most people don't know this, but well, actually, most people do know this, but the Sandevistan usually is not used for stealth. You may be asking, well, why did you want to use the Sandy for stealth? Well, it's simply because I'm a stealth player. And also because I wanted to try something new. And most people don't use the Sandy for stealth. Now, there are some videos on YouTube out there, besides mine, of course, that use the Sandevistan for stealth. But I have never really seen anybody use it the way I do. So I really wanted to make this video, this build video, and also this tips and tricks video, because this is also a tips and tricks video. Basically showing people how to use the Sandy in stealth. And honestly, I just got done playing with this build throughout my whole playthrough, so I have a whole playthrough of experience. Well, 2 playthroughs of experience technically with this build, and I've used this build in every stealth situation you can think about, even in these with the turrets walking around and the cameras. So in every situation, so literally this build is usable with in every situation, in every stealth mission, everything, right? So I'm going to be showing you how to do that, but first I will be showing you my build. So let's just get straight into that. Alright, as you guys can see, you guys are looking at this like, ew, this is a modded character. Ew, this is a modded build. Well, chill. This is not a modded build. In fact, I'm using weapons. All my weapons and everything is specifically like not modded at all, like literally. The only thing that's modded here is the character. That's literally it. It's all, what's the word I'm looking for? Cosmetics. It's literally all cosmetics, so you guys have nothing to worry about. So yeah, I use a pistol. I use a pistol, a silenced pistol specifically, so it could be anyone, honestly, but I'd probably use Her Majesty, but I've used Her Majesty so much that I don't want to use it right now. I'm kind of sick of using it. The Scapel, and the Scapel is probably actually the best katana for the Sandevistan, besides maybe the Byakuya. So yeah, and it gives you a 50% critical chance, like a 50% crit chance. So every time you pop Sandy and you use this katana, you're probably gonna crit somebody. It's a good chance. And that's how you get those 1 shots. That's how you get those 2 shots or 3 shots. And the blue Fang, it's just a really good knife. A really good knife. So I would recommend it. Or the neurotoxin. Now let's get into the actual build. Alright? Now, as you guys can see, you guys see my perk points, and you guys will start panicking. You guys don't have to worry about this. This is just, I made this build very possible for vanilla, as you guys can see. If it was a modded build, all of this would be 20. I only use 60 attribute points. I only use 80 perk points, which is what you can get in the vanilla game. This is all you can get in the vanilla game. You can only get 80 perk points and 60 attribute points. So yeah, 18 body, 20 reflexes, 20 tech, 20 cool, 3 intelligence. This build isn't really a net runner, so obviously we don't need intelligence. But yeah, so I'm just get straight into it. So yeah, I have 18 body, but I only have 5 perk slots. So I don't really use body. Obviously, I don't really use like blunt weapons, so we don't really need that. And I don't use LMGs and shotguns. Basically speaks for itself. That's why I don't have them, right? That's why I don't have them. So yeah, just basically copy down my build. If I feel like I need to explain anything, I will. But yeah, the reflexes tree. Specifically, this middle tree is how I move quick, guys. So like it's how I dash around and do all those crazy jumps, and how I move so fast, and how most people move fast in this game. If you've ever watched any other YouTuber and you've wondered like how they're jumping and dashing and doing crazy stuff like that, it's because of the reflexes tree. Probably because of these. Honestly, you don't need this, but I like to use this because I like having a lot of stamina. Like I don't like having to worry about my stamina. So yeah. But yeah, just copy these down. This tree is for blades. Now blades can be machetes, it could be the chainsaw. The chainsaw weapon. If you guys don't know about the chainsaw weapon, but yeah, it could be used for the chainsaw weapon, it could be used for machetes, it could be used for katanas. Anything that says blades on it, you'll see it. Like, you'll see the icon. Anything that says blades on it, it could be used for that. So, and I use blades, so obviously we have this. Technical ability. Now, tech is very important in this build, because with 15 tech, I do have it on 20, but with 15 tech, you will be able to turn off cameras, and you will be able to override turrets. So this is very important. It's non-negotiable with this build. You need it. You literally need it. Like, you literally need it. Now, these, you don't need these. If you don't use grenades, you don't need these. I'd probably change this. Yeah, let me take this off. Yeah, word. I'll probably change this. But yeah, if you don't use grenades, you don't need these. But, I use grenades, especially with this build, because this is a sandy build, so you're gonna need recon grenades. But you probably don't need these, to be honest. But yeah. So I would say this is optional. So you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 extra perk points to work with. And honestly, I think I have 2 extra, but I don't want to take a risk and be wrong. So, word. But I don't think I'm using I don't think I'm using 80. But it doesn't matter. And yeah, this is the cool tree. This is pistols, rifles, sniper rifles, knives, just throwing weapons, honestly. Not even just knives, just throwing weapons. And this is for, like, sneaking, you know. Just basically copy everything down that I'm showing you. But yeah, if I were to give you advice on what to start for, also, the relic tree does not matter. By the end of Phantom Liberty, you will have every single one of these. But if I were to give you, to tell you, what to start off with, I'd probably say start off with whatever weapon you really want to use, whatever weapon is the most efficient. So, if you think katanas are the most efficient, use katanas. If you think handguns are the most efficient, you know, start with this tree. Or knives, start with this tree. But you need tech. So I would try to get tech as fast as possible. I'll try to get 15 tech as quick as possible. So I would probably go, depending on what weapon. So if I was going handguns, let's say I wanted to use handguns, I would probably try to get a little bit of handgun perks, like these, first. And then I would just hunt down. I would just try to get 15 tech as quick as possible. Right, so I'll probably start with the tech tree, because you need 15 tech to turn off cameras and to override turrets. You need that. It's non-negotiable for a stealth build, especially without a net running build. So you especially need it. Now, let's just get straight into how to use this build. So we're just gonna get straight into it. So this is the mission I chose. Now I chose this mission because it has multiple cameras, as you can see, as turrets in it, which is very scary for non-net runners, because net runners can just turn these turrets off and turn these cameras off just by looking at it. But us, we're gonna have to put in a little bit extra, a little bit more grease into that, you know, a little bit more. Oh, I actually forgot. I didn't show you guys my Cyberware. I didn't show you guys my Cyberware. Oh my goodness. That's terrible. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me show you guys my Cyberware. This is a modded Cyberware. Frick, I forgot to take this off. Okay, you guys don't need to worry about this. All you guys are gonna use, instead of this, because this is a modded Cyberware, this is just a better version of Axolotl. But you guys don't need to worry. The regular Axolotl is literally just as good. You guys will literally never run out of Sandevistan charge with this build. You'll never run out. Especially when I show you how to use it the way I do. So yeah, so 351. I think the maximum you can get is 363, I believe, in vanilla. So we're below that. So we're 10 below that. So we're chilling. This build is specifically made. I made this build specifically with vanilla players in mind. So this is a vanilla friendly build. Literally everything is vanilla friendly. So yeah, just copy all these down. I will explain. So let's explain real quick, right? These Axolotl and Quantum Tuner is important because it lowers the cooldown of the Sandevistan, right? And then Monowire, arms, Cyberware can be used for anything, right? And then the most important part with these, you guys need to look at the what's the word I'm looking for? At the attributes. The attribute, the stat modifiers. There we go. My bad, guys. The stat modifiers. You guys need to look at the stat modifiers. Now, when you're trying to get the best cyberware you can, stat modifiers will literally make or break your build. Like, kind of make or break your build. Now, other people don't tell you this, but stat modifiers are very important. So, like with this is not the best roll that I can get. Like 0.19 RAM regen. I'm not even using a net runner, so this is completely useless. Like, this stat is not doing anything for me. So I can get a better roll on this cyberware when I re-roll it. But for you guys, just try to roll for something like good, like bonus stealth damage. I probably have it somewhere. Like, look right here, bonus stealth damage. Like, you guys see that? Like, armor, bonus stealth damage with this one. This one gives me 11.4 bonus stealth damage. That's a lot, right? Melee damage. Like, roll for things like that with this build. Like, if you're a net runner, then the RAM regen is like really good, but not for a Sandy user, obviously. So, but yeah, let's just get straight into it again, because that was very embarrassing. But yeah, let's just start this mission. Now, this mission, I already told you why I chose this mission, but this mission has a lot of entry points. So there's an entry point over here, and there's a camera over here. Hopefully this camera does not turn around. This is all in one take, by the way, so I hope I don't mess up. So we'll just turn the camera off real quick, and as you can see, it said 15 tech. And yeah, we'll just start, right? We'll just start. So, cameras. You can use the Sandevistan to turn off cameras a lot safer, if you guys don't know that. So, if I just come over here and I pop Sandy real quick and I run up. Now, the camera was not looking at me, but if it was looking at me, the Sandy kind of acts as an optical camo, like a mini optical camo. So, it will mask you from enemy detection for a little while, right? So it's kind of like a mini optical camo if you think of it like that, kind of, right? So this enemy right here, right? One thing I like to do is I like to pop Sandy and I like to run behind the enemy and I like to grab them. Now, it probably wasn't a great example. Let's use this guy, right? Now watch this. I can literally pop Sandy, run behind him, and he will not see me, right? He won't see me. I can grab him and he's dead. It's that simple, guys. It's literally that simple. You probably, with this build, weapons are completely optional in stealth. They're completely optional. They just make everything a lot more easier for you. But you really don't need weapons. In fact, we're almost done. In fact, we're almost done with this already. We're almost done with this mission and we just started. I already have the objective. Now, I haven't used a single weapon yet, but I'm just trying to show you guys how good the Sandevistan is in stealth. Now, it's probably not better, if I'm being real honest with my viewers and with you guys, it's probably not better than net running in stealth, but it is still really good, like really good. Now, here's another thing. You can use the Sandy to line up shots on enemies. So, like right here. You see that? He just flew. What the hell? But yeah, you see that? Like, I could just do that. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. I am using the hardcore mod, and the hardcore mod makes it so, well, I'll just have like text up explaining what it does. But you can only use it on very hard difficulty, as you guys can see. You can only use it on very hard difficulty, but basically it just makes everything harder. It basically what you need to know, right? So we're basically almost done with this build already. Now, same thing with this guy, right? Now, I could just come over here, right? I could just come over here, grab him, right? And there's nothing they can do about that. Not a single thing they can do. And that guy saw me. That guy was aware that I was there, but it was still nothing he could do about it. And we're literally almost done with this already. We're literally almost done with this already. Alright, with these guys, you don't need to pop Sandy or anything. I'll probably come out back this way. We'll deal with them later. But yeah, we're going to kill everybody in here just so I can make my point very clear. But yeah, like, I'm gonna just keep showing you guys examples. So like this guy, right? He was about to turn around, but that's what you can do with the Sandy. You can punish, you can just, like, there's no, I don't really know how to explain it. Like, there's not really anything they can do. Like, there's not really a single thing they can do to you. Really, in all honesty. Like, everybody is completely useless. Like, there's nothing they can do. Like, same thing with this camera, right? We're gonna make sure there's a robot around here somewhere. Okay, he's right here. I do have optical camo on this build, so we are literally chilling. But like, same thing with this guy. Like, I can hit right, and then I can come over here. Like, I could just be a douchebag. I could just be a douchebag to people. Like, I could just be a douche to people. Like, and there's nothing they can do. Like, oh my. Goodness. Okay, I don't know how they're not alerted. I don't know how they don't know I'm here. But this is all in one take. Like, you guys just saw that I messed up, right? But I don't know how they don't know, like, where I am. But I'm kind of not mad at it that they know that I'm here. I'm kind of not mad that they know that I'm here, because it kind of shows that I'm actually doing this all in one take since I messed up. So yeah. People don't know this, but this is still a Sandy. Well, everybody knows this. This is still a Sandy. So you can just pop Sandy. Like, you could just, this is what you could do, right? Like, you could just, like, that guy had no clue. Like, that guy had no clue I was here. That guy had no clue I was here because of the Sandevistan, right? Like, you could just do stuff like that. Although, also, I do have the stealth kills mod on. I don't know why that turret can see me, but I do have the stealth kills mod on, but you guys don't need to worry. It's literally the same thing as grabbing somebody. So it's literally like, this build is very simple, right? Now, we can just pop optical camo, come over here, and kill everybody. Like, what are they supposed to, like, what are they supposed to, what the heck? Oh my god! But like, what are they supposed to do? Like, they can't do anything. Like, if these guys are dead, like, and that's it. That's the mission. Now, I could probably, I'll do more missions. I'll do another mission. But this is like, this build is very simple.
Big thanks.
This build is very simple, guys. Like, it's not hard at all. Like, I'm not even, like, I messed up even. I even messed up, but you guys saw, like, it didn't matter. But, I'll skip on to the next mission. The next mission will be harder. So, for people that are kind of, like, worried, like, oh, is this build, like, some bullshit or anything? Like, I'm gonna just keep showing you guys how to use the build. I'm probably not doing the best job at explaining it, but I'm really trying, guys. Like, I guess it's just, like, see what I'm doing and then just kind of, like, just do it. Like, just do what I'm doing. Right? Like, I use the Sandevistan for everything, in every encounter. But let's just skip on to the next gig. This next gig will be harder, as I said before, so let's just skip on to the next gig. Alright, guys, we have arrived, and this is the Dakota gig. I'll try to do a better job at explaining how to use this build this time with this gig. But yeah, I chose this gig because it has multiple turrets, multiple cameras, literally, right? So this build, this mission is actually pretty perfect for testing this build in stealth. Right now, a netrunner can just turn all these turrets and cameras off, and they can just pick enemies off one by one from afar by hacking them. But here we're gonna actually have to do everything manually. So let's actually get started. Now, before we get to killing anybody, I want to explain something about the Sandevistan. Now, the Sandevistan is not the world from JoJo Bizarre Adventure. It does not actually slow down time. What it does is that it makes the user faster. So it makes people faster, right? So, like, let's say this enemy down here. Now, the enemies that you fought, like, I think most of you guys that have clicked on this video are playing Cyberpunk. So, you guys know the enemies that are just very quick and very fast, and when you try to shoot them, they dodge your bullets. They dodge your, like, your bullets. Those enemies are using the Sandevistan, so it just makes you quick. It just makes you very fast, kind of like Quicksilver, kind of like the Flash, right? So yeah, that's very important to know if you're gonna use the Sandy. It'll just, when you understand how it works, it just makes everything easier to use, right? So here's another thing with the Sandevistan. The Sandy, I already said this before in the other one, but the Sandy acts as kind of a mini optical camo. It kind of makes you hard to detect. It kind of makes you hard to detect. So like with turrets, people, cameras, if you have it popped, it'll be a lot harder for those things to pick you up for enemy detection. So with this turret right here, we have to move very, very smartly, right? So I do have optical camo, so what we can do is we can just pop optical camo and we can just move along. Now if you're a normal person, I feel like that's what the most normal people do. But if you're like me, you want to kill everybody in this base. So we're going to need to deal with this turret. Now, I could override the turret. Now, you cannot turn off turrets with 15 tech or with any kind of technical at all. You can only override it. And what overriding it does is it basically puts it in a friendly turret mode. So the turret will attack enemies for you, but that will alert people in the base. So we don't want to do that. So we actually just want to move past this turret. We kind of want to move smart. So what I'm going to do is, oh, this lady's over here now too. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for this turret to do one more sweep, right? One more sweep, right? So it's just going to move over here, and it's just going to move right back over there. And as soon as it moves back over there, I'm going to pop Sandy, I'm going to run down, and I'm going to grab her, and I'm going to move behind the turret. Perfect time. And then we're going to crouch. And we're going to pop optical camo. Alright, well I don't have my optical camo. But crouching does make it harder for enemies to detect you as well. I forgot to tell you guys that. So, there should be... oh, there's no person over here. But there is a person over here. Now, as you can see, with me crouching, it's harder for me to be detected. But this person does see me, right? So, if I pop... so, let's actually use this as a showcase to show you guys what I was talking about. About the Sandy kind of acting as a mini optical camo and making it harder for you to be spotted. So let's pop Sandy. Let's run over here.
Just say,
oh my goodness, this person sees me. So I was crouched.
What? No, it doesn't shoot, doesn't turn.
So I'm kind of glad that I was crouched right there because I did not see that person. But like y'all saw that, right? He saw me, but he saw me very slowly. So it's kind of like I wasn't even there. All right. We can deal with that. Same thing with turrets. And same thing with cameras. Now this camera right here. Same thing with this camera. We don't need to pop Sandy for this though. Alright. Now. Why is she looking around? Do you see her looking around? Why is she looking around? Okay. We'll actually deal with her real quick. Actually, we'll leave her. I don't think she'll... I think she'll be okay, right? If I leave her here, I don't think she'll see anything. Right? Where are you going? Where is she going? Okay, we're gonna kill her. Yep. Okay, yep. Alright, another thing about the Sandy is that it buffs damage. So if I were to pop Sandy, anytime you pop Sandy and you attack somebody, you're doing more damage. And especially with this katana, which is literally meant for like helping you do more damage, like with crit chance, it raises your crit chance. So if I pop Sandy and I attack him, damn! Holy shit! Get shit on! Oh my goodness! But let's keep. Yo, what the hell? Y'all just saw how he flew. So there's a guy up here. This guy always like knows you're here, kind of like. So being crouched is kind of your best friend, but you don't need to be crouched. But we'll just grab him real quick. Same thing with this camera up here. Same thing, literally the same thing. So we'll just grab this guy real quick. And you can pop Sandy, and you can use Sandy to turn off cameras as well. So I don't know if I want to risk it. Let's risk it. All right. You see that? You see how that camera? You see how that camera did not see me? That's because I popped Sandy before I tried to get it. All right. But being crouched is very, like, it will help you. But most of my videos I don't crouch because it looks better. Like, it just looks more stylish. But most of you guys are not YouTubers, so you guys don't have to worry about that. So you guys can play completely safe with this build. But me, I had to kind of take risks. So, like, here, right? Same thing with this camera. We'll just turn it off. We'll leave that guy. And we'll pop Sandy real quick. You gotta be very quick.
This transmitter takes...
Hold on. Be quiet, Johnny. Shh. Be quiet. I love you, Johnny, but just be quiet. Alright. Right? Now, where is he? Oh, he's over here. Right? Now, when you try to turn off cameras, and you're like in the limelight, even with the Sandevistan, they can spot you, especially on very hard difficulty, where enemy detection is just through the roof on very hard difficulty. So you want to be very fast. So you want to pop Sandy, you want to run, like you want to sprint, or you just want to be very quick to get to that camera to turn it off, or to get out of somebody's view distance. But yeah, we're basically done with this mission. Now, if you're a normal person and you're not trying to kill everybody in the base like a psychopath, you would just leave. You would just leave. But me, I'm trying to kill everybody. So we're gonna actually do that. Alright. So we're gonna actually kill everybody. It sounded like somebody detected me right there. I don't know how, but I think we're good. But yeah, we're gonna actually kill everybody in this base because I'm a psychopath. I'm crazy like that. I want to do that. So same thing with this guy. Right? Pop Sandy, run behind him, grab him, snap his neck. Nothing he can do in that situation. Same thing with this guy. We actually have optical camo, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop optical camo. I'm gonna turn this off. I'm gonna run behind him, and I'm gonna throw him in this crate. Alright? And there's a camera over here. Now, for the sake of this, even though this camera's not bothering us, I will show you guys what I'm talking about when I bring up the Sandevistan and just like turning off like how enemy detection works with the Sandy. With the Sandy, when you have it popped, enemy detection is very like scarce. So like this camera, right? You see that? You saw that, right? The camera didn't even see me. You guys saw that, right? It didn't even see me. It didn't even pick me up. So that's the advantage of the Sandevistan, and that is literally like when I found that out. That is literally why I wanted to make a Sandy build for stealth. Literally, that reason right there is the reason why I wanted to make a Sandevistan build for stealth. So we'll just deal with everybody else in this base. It'll be pretty simple. It's not going to be difficult. I mean, you guys see it. So we'll just deal with everybody else. It's not hard to use this build, guys. You just got to be smart. You have to pick your spots. Like with this camera. Same thing with this camera. We'll shoot this guy. Alright. The same thing with this camera. All cameras, all turrets, all enemies in the game that can detect you. Right. But we'll pop optical camo for safety. Right. And
So I tell her if it's an interview she wants.
I can deal with these guys any way I want. We'll play with this guy. We'll play with this person. Oh my goodness. I accidentally ran out. We'll actually play with this person, right? Like, she has no clue. She has no clue who I am. Go check that out, gang.
Great.
Those are the recon grenades I was talking about, by the way. But like, we'll actually play with her to show you guys. So here's something I like to do. I like to do this, and then you're gonna pop Sandy, and you're gonna run behind her, and you're gonna grab her. And then look. So that's actually something I like to do. It's just a trick that I learned. I kind of like, a lot of people did it, like Blur did it, if you guys know who Blur is. Benjamin Winters used to do it when he used to play this game a lot. And like a lot of people know that trick, but I've never seen anybody do it like that with the Sandevistan. Usually they hack it with the Cyber deck. So yeah, that's a little trick I like to do with the Sandy as well. So I even gave you guys a little trick that I like to do, and we're gonna just just ignore how goofy I'm being. But like with this turret, right? This turret is activated, right? So I could just... I know y'all saw that. The turret didn't detect me, right? Same thing again. Right? Like, I'm, like, guys, like, it's literally simple. It's very simple, guys. Like, literally, like, but you want to be quick on very hard difficulty. You guys really want to be fast. So you guys don't want to play around with that. But, like, on the lower difficulties, I usually play, when I'm not using a video, like, when I'm not making a video, I play on normal difficulty. So, like, on normal difficulty, you can literally just stand in front of that turret, like, for a little minute, and that turret will not recognize that you're there. But, like, guys, it's that simple. And we're done with the mission, and everybody in that base, that's a human, is dead. So, yeah. I mean, the build is not hard to use. Especially when you know how the Sandevistan works. So, it's pretty simple. I mean, I'll play one more gig. But the video is over. The video is basically over. I'm just doing this extra gig. Just cause at this point, like, just for people that want to see extra gameplay. But I will have, like, videos, my actual videos, like polished videos, actual polished gameplay in the description for you guys to go check out this build, like, to see what it can do. And yeah, it's very simple. And again, remember, guys, I'm playing on hardcore, so if I get caught, I'm dead. Like, if they catch me, they can kill me instantly if they shoot me in the head. And they can kill me in 2 to 3 shots, or 2 to 4 shots, depending on what gun they're using. So, like, if they catch me, I'm going to die. So, like, it's very high risk, right? And I did that all in one take. Both videos are done in one take. Like, literally in the last gig, I literally, like, screwed up. So, like, I'm literally not lying. This is all in one take. I didn't even try. Like, I'm literally talking to you guys while I'm doing these missions. But let's go on to the next gig. And again, this video is basically over. But, so, like, this next gig is just basically for people that want to see more gameplay. So, it's basically just for fun. So, yeah, but if you like the video, if you're going to leave here, if you guys like the video, please like and subscribe. Or I actually don't know what I'm going to do. Actually, you know what? I know what I'm going to do to you. I'm going to touch you. But, let's move on to the, let's move on to the next gig. Alright, guys. We have arrived at the final gig, and I've basically told you guys everything, man. I mean, so we'll just get straight into the gameplay. I don't really need to explain any further. So let's just get straight into the gameplay. Screw it, alright? So, yeah. I've played this game. I have 500 hours on this game, so I know, like, pretty much where everybody is. So we're just gonna be going through these guys like butter, basically. We're gonna be going through these guys real simple, real easy. It's not gonna be difficult at all. Oh my goodness. This is top tier gameplay, as you guys can see. Oh my goodness. Alright. Alright. But, like, even this guy, like, you saw that? Like, he heard me. But I could just pop Sandy, and there's nothing he can do, right? I just really want to show you guys. This build is really all Sandevistan for real. This guy right here, this sniper is so good at seeing you. So we'll just be real safe, and we'll just do this to him. Right? And you guys never have to worry about running out of Sandevistan charge ever with this build, because you're never using it for that long for it to fully run out. And also another thing, you see that? I can turn it off whenever I want to. Also, Quantum Tuner, most people don't know this, but Quantum Tuner does more than just giving you an instant cooldown. It also gives you a 15%, the maximum, tier 5, like 2 plus, like plus, tier 5 plus. Quantum Tuner gives you 15% passive cooldown to all Cyberware. So, literally, you guys will be chilling. Like, you guys will never run out. So, yeah, let's just keep playing. Another thing, recon grenades, I told you.
Why I gotta be so
Comes
observant?
in very handy, I'm telling you guys. Comes in very handy. Very handy, right? So we'll just handle these guys. What was that? They won't even see me. I mean, it's so simple, guys. I'm not even trying. I'm not even trying. You know what? And we'll do the trick.
Fucking naive than the.
We'll do the trick. We'll do the trick. You can't see me? Excuse me? Thank you. Hashtag glitchy cyberpunk. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple. I mean, it's not difficult. Build is not difficult to use at all. Like, it's very beginner friendly. For beginners in Cyberpunk, you don't want them to do all that crazy stuff. Shh, Donnie, be quiet. The build is very simple, and it's very beginner friendly. Like, you don't need to do crazy things like in this game to be very efficient and to be very like successful in this game. You can be very simple and it could be very efficient and it could work. And we're done. And everybody in there is dead. And it's that simple. So yeah. To go over everything real quick again, the Sandevistan, the very important things that you guys need to know is this. The Sandevistan acts as a mini optical camo, or you could say kinda like the Speed Force, kinda like the Flash, right? You're very quick. The Sandevistan makes you fast. So when you pop Sandy and you run in front of people or you run in front of a camera, sometimes they won't even see you or they'll barely see you. And then when you crouch, you're making it even harder for them to see you, right? So it's just enemy visibility, which is really why I wanted to make the Sandevistan build in the first place, because when I found that out, I was like, this is literally perfect for a stealth build, right? And this build is very beginner friendly. You can use this build all throughout the game. I literally, before I made this video, I made sure to beat the game with this build. And I literally was, every mission, every gig that you can stealth, every mission that you can stealth in, I used it perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. And if you guys don't believe me, I even have YouTube videos of me when I'm actually trying to be stylish for a YouTube video. I'll actually put those in the description, right? But yeah, I mean, it's very simple. Like, and it's not hard to use, guys. It really is not hard to use. Really isn't. Really isn't. And again, I have to tell you guys, this is the Apogee right here. You guys see this? This is the Apogee, right? This is the best Sandevistan in the game. You guys can get the Falcon. Where is it? I actually don't know where it is, but I know I have it. Here it is. Now the Falcon is the second best in the game, but the Apogee is the best in the game. Now if you guys don't have enough Cyberware, like extra, like -5 Cyberware, go for the Falcon. The Falcon is just as good. These are the best Sandies in the game because you can deactivate them. You can deactivate them at any point. So you can activate them and deactivate them. I don't think any other Sandy can do that, but I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But yeah, guys, this video is over. So if you liked the video, please like and subscribe. And yeah, if you guys don't like and subscribe, I will be coming to your house and I will blow it up.